So what if a business never missed a single customer call ever again? Think about that. We're about to dig into Refer AI, a company that turned that simple idea into an incredibly powerful business engine. We're going to look at the founder's journey, their super clever tech, and a game-changing investment that points to a massive future.
Everything really starts with the founder, Alexei Kosharev. And look, he's not some newcomer to tech. The guy has lived and breathed IT since he was in school. This isn't just a fun fact about him. This lifelong dedication is the actual foundation that Refer AI is built on. And his career path gave him this amazing perspective. He started out building these huge nationwide digital systems for the government. Then he took all that knowledge and went to the private sector, running the entire IT division for an insurance company. So you've got this unique mix of public infrastructure and private business needs, which gave him the perfect vantage point to spot a problem that everybody has, and then, finally, build the solution with Refer AI. So what was that universal problem, that pain point that sparked this whole thing? Well, it's a sound that makes any business owner just cringe, a phone ringing, and nobody's there to pick it up. For any business that relies on appointments, we're talking salons, clinics, repair shops, you name it, a missed call isn't just some small mistake. It is literally revenue walking right out the door, and usually straight into the arms of a competitor. Let's put some real numbers on this. Alexei's example is so simple but so powerful. If you lose just 5 potential customers who would have spent $50 each, poof, you're out $250. And this isn't some weekly problem. For a lot of businesses, this happens every single day.
Now, the old school fix is, of course, a human receptionist. But that model has its limits, right? One person can only be on one call at a time, they only work 9 to 5, and they cost a lot in overhead. The AI agent, on the other hand, is just a total force multiplier. It's always on, it can handle tons of conversations at once, and it's just radically more efficient.
So faced with this expensive, universal problem, Refer AI engineered a direct solution, an AI built from the ground up to capture every single opportunity. The goal? To make sure no business ever has to hear that unanswered ring again. Okay, so their flagship product is called Optima Voice. The best way to think about it is like the perfect digital front desk. It's this intelligent, conversational AI that works around the clock, 24/7, handling calls, answering questions, booking appointments, and it never, ever misses a beat. But here's what's really brilliant, their sales strategy. They don't just pitch you a product. They actually prove that you need it. They analyze a business, they run test calls, and they come back with concrete evidence of all the calls you're missing. They literally show you the money you are leaving on the table before they even ask you to buy anything. It's genius. Look, a clever sales pitch is one thing, but what really matters are results in the real world. So the big question is, does it actually work? Well, the proof is right there in their rapidly growing list of clients. Right now, over 100 businesses are actively using Optima Voice. And that's not just a number on a slide, it's a huge validation that their solution is solving a really critical problem, and that client base is growing fast. And the product's versatility is honestly one of its biggest strengths. I mean, their client list goes from local beauty salons all the way up to major players like the US real estate firm Earn Collection, global logistics companies, even crypto exchanges. This proves Optima Voice isn't some niche little tool. It's a platform that can work for almost any business out there. The market is just massive. And one of the most powerful insights they've pulled from their data is this simple truth. People call at night. It's weird, but it's true. For any business that's only staffed from 9 to 5, that represents a huge, completely untapped stream of revenue. So Optima Voice doesn't just make you more efficient, it literally unlocks a whole new part of the day for you to make money. Now, when you have this kind of traction and this clear of a product market fit, well, you're bound to get noticed. And it attracted a very different kind of partner, one that would completely change the company's story. And this is where the story takes a dramatic turn. Refer AI just completely leveled up. They went from being a promising, agile startup to a serious international player with the structure and the ambition to match. So, Refer AI secured a major investment, but this wasn't your typical Silicon Valley venture capital. It came from a Swiss family fund, what Alexei calls old money. This is patient, strategic capital from serious business builders who invest for decades, not just for a quick flip. And this partnership gave them so much more than just a check. It was a complete operational upgrade. We're talking a new Swiss parent company, a formal board of directors, a fully licensed token structure, and, this is huge, direct access to the fund's entire portfolio of established companies, which is basically a built-in customer base. So, here's the crucial point. This investment fundamentally changes the company's entire vision for the future. It shifted their mindset and their whole strategy. Alexei explains this shift perfectly. The goal isn't to be a volatile startup story that's just built on hype anymore. The new vision is to build a durable, long-term business based on real clients and solid fundamentals. It's a move from speculation to pure value creation. You could say this new strategy is about building a skyscraper, not a tent. The focus is now squarely on locking in large, multi-year corporate contracts that create a rock-solid foundation of predictable, recurring revenue. They are literally constructing a business that's designed to last for decades. This new chapter really opens up 3 clear ways for people to get involved. You can be a client and solve a massive problem for your business. You can be a partner and bring this amazing tech to your own network. Or you can be an investor and become part of a stable, long-term growth story. And this all brings us to a final, pretty critical question. When you have a proven product, a massive market, and now the backing of serious, strategic, patient capital, has Refer AI already put all the essential pieces in place to win? Because the foundation they've built suggests that something truly massive is just over the horizon.